Michiel, I'm excited about this stage 4 because this is where kind of, it starts to happen. And as I understand it, stage 4 for us concerns a building that we refer to as Medical 1. This is one we acquired last year.
That's correct.
When did we acquire it? Tell the story of what
Yeah, that was our first portfolio of medical buildings. It's actually 5 buildings, and these buildings are also in Atlanta. We closed on the transaction on the 28th of August. So effectively, this last 4 months, we have been looking at this building from a management perspective. Our local partner on the ground managed the actual building, the actual accounts, doing the actual work on the ground, receiving the rent, paying all the contractors, the service providers, and we are getting these reports on a monthly basis. So on Wealth Migrate side and our local partner, we have a monthly call after we received the financial information, typically at the 7th of each month. And on the 15th of each month, we have a call just to cross-check everything is still in line. Mm-hmm. I'm pleased to show you, here's our first dividend or distribution calculations to the investors that has joined us in this investment product. And the whole idea is that we will pay out the dividend or the distributions on a quarterly basis, and that will be dollar-based income for South African investors, which is obviously something interesting. However, we've got quite a few international guys which is used to the dollar, but nevertheless, we will pay that into their actual bank accounts in their entities in the United States, and then obviously they can use it as they see fit. So yeah, that is an exciting process. We have planned out the dividends every quarter, and that's also part of what we have outlaid in our prospectus, and now we're just following through with that.
But it also shows this process when you crowdfund investments, you can bring investors in from all over the world. In the case of South Africa, where your currency, the rand, has been declining a bit, the fact that they're getting dollar quarterly payouts is very good. Correct. I mean, it's theoretically possible that in countries where the currency is stronger than the US dollar, they'd be lamenting that fact. But it's a good hedge against falling local currencies for many people.
Correct.
And certainly it really reinforces this notion that when you go global with your investments, you get a level of insurance against any one particular region going down.
Yeah, and not only that, Dolph, if you think of all the volatility with the oil, potentially that United States Stock Exchange can go up or down. The jury is still out on that. Mm-hmm. But these investors has got blue chip tenants that's paying the rent, and that is
on a long-term lease.
On a long-term lease. Mm-hmm. So to some degree, actually to a very large degree, they are actually immune to these fluctuations, and that stability is priceless.
Right. No, I agree.
That is priceless.
We're both preaching to the converted and talking with each other.
If you have a 10-year lease and the oil price can do somersaults as it's like, right, and doesn't affect you.
Right, because people still need medical facilities, whether oil is up or down, whether the stock market is up or down, right.
Yeah, and I think that's also one of the fundamental differences between us and a listed property fund.
Right.
We are not subject to the market price changes. We only adhere to what the tenant leases.
Right. And that's why I think we're both such ardent aficionados of this whole real estate game. And just to let everyone know and remind people, stage 4 is what it's all about. We can do all the due diligence we like and the 140 points for this and the subject to that on the LOIs and all that. But the ultimate aim is to acquire blue chip real estate with good solid tenants signed up on long-term leases so that we can make quarterly distributions to everyone who's involved in that acquisition.
That's correct, and it's very it's bringing a high level of satisfaction to these investors, and some of these investors are joining us already on our Wealth Migrate investor trips to United States, and these investors will actually physically visit their own investment, which will just add and make it a little bit more special for them.
Right, right. Okay. Well, as always, thank you very much, and I look forward to many more meetings like this where we'll be discussing either stage 1, 2, 3, or 4 on a lot more buildings.
No, thank you for that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.